Start, madam. It is very shocking to see the policy followed from the time of independence is being given up. Stop. Nehru based his foreign policy on the preservations of India's global interest. Stop. His foreign policy principles were unchanging. Stop. National security was constant in Nehru's thinking. Stop. But we find that there is now a shift. Stop. The emphasis is only on regional problems when we must look at the problems on a global basis. Stop para. The longest eclipse of our independent foreign policy came during Narasimha Rao's regime. Stop. Rao told his partymen that NAM had ceased to be a force after the change in Yugoslavia, that India would never be subservient to or sit in the lap of any country, that it would not tolerate arm twisting. Stop. Soon after making this bewildering statement, he conscientiously steered the country's foreign policy towards getting into the good books of the United States. Stop. His government sought and abided by the advice of the United States centric. Stop. World Bank oblique IMF combine opened all doors, windows, and ventilators to the MNCs and sought foreign investment at any cost. Stop. This was obviously not the way other nations invited foreign investment, not the way China did, not even on the basis of the elementary cost benefit calculations that guide the neighborhood Banya. Stop. This so-called liberalization was done entirely in a posture of prostration. Stop. The result was an array of inessential investments were made. Stop para. Result, this once respected nation, this once leader of the largest international alliance NAM, is today by the large friendless. Stop. Just three nations supported our principles and absolutely correct stand on CTBT. Stop. And no more than 40 supported our bid for temporary membership of the Security Council. Stop. And this when we are seeking a permanent status there. The foreign minister has come in for considerable flack in the Security Council route. Stop. In fact, I must confess to being surprised that we received as many as 40 votes. Stop. Obviously, countries other than Bhutan and Mauritius and a few constant faithfuls, bless them, voted for us. Stop. Besides Russia, China, and France also supported India. Stop. I am not sarcastic when I say that this is no mean achievement considering the shambles our foreign policy has been in for many years now. This is why the Honorable Minister's advocacy of a saintly approach to Pakistan fails to make sense. Stop. But when some nation acts against our interests, as Pakistan has done all along and is still doing, then we must take a no nonsense stand and tell such governments where they get off. Stop para. They are doing it, but we have not been able to counter their propaganda to that degree. Stop. I totally share the statement issued by them. Stop. The response from our side, the reaction from our side is not that strong as Shri Balaramji has said, and we have taken some measures on this. Stop para. Almost every member was keen to know the policy of the government, what the government plans to do, and what the government's action plan is going to be. Stop. In general, I would like to say that our plan is very simple. Stop. We would do our best to bring normalcy. Stop. We have started having small development committees in every district. Stop para. I personally feel that till such time the administration reaches the people will not be able to tell their problems. Stop. There has to be some channel where the problems of the people could be reflected, and the administration should be wanting to know their problems. Stop. Why did we make some changes in the administration? Question mark. This is because we had complaints that officials were not going to the people. We wanted some people to be brave, meet the people, and get the feedback. Stop. So our approach is to fight militancy with a hard hit and with all the strength available at the government's command. Stop. We shall not allow militancy to grow in that area, but with this, we will see that our brothers and sisters of Kashmir are not alienated, and that no common man suffers because of this. Stop. We might have to suffer because of militancy for a few months, but we will see that the common man does not suffer. Stop. I think this is the requirement of any democratic country, that efforts should be made to see that the common man does not suffer. Stop. This approach would continue. Stop para. Development efforts have been started. Stop. I have had a discussion with the Honorable Governor when I stayed there for 3 days. Stop. I had meetings with various officers. Stop. They had some problem of finance. Stop. And it is a fact that benefits are not reaching the common man. Stop. It is a fact that in Kashmir benefits did not reach in the quantity as it should have reached the common man there. Stop. This was one of the factors which really agitated the people. Stop. I also agree with the honorable member's suggestion that in 1986 elections there was some lapse on the part of the government machinery, and therefore there is the feeling that there can never be free and fair elections. Stop overall